Greetings from Pod Gaming. My name is Surinamo and I will be your guide to the second chapter of Syndicate. As always, I'm playing the game on PC with my Xbox 360 controller. This chapter is divided into two parts because I really couldn't stop before I killed everybody. Do I have a problem? Nah, I'm good. The chapter is called Assault on Aspari and we are sent to kill Garry to retrieve his chip. But who is Garry? And why do I need to kill that poor son of a gun? Well, it's simple actually. Garry Chang is an elite Aspari Corporation scientist that has developed the same Data 6 chip as Eurocorp did. And of course, we can't have that, and since we are working for Eurocorp, we really don't have much of a choice now, don't we? The Eurocorp vacation brochure clearly states, "I am a weapon, command me." As you can see, my colleague Agent Merit went the wrong way. Why is that? Well, the first propaganda poster is located on the other side of the helipad, right over here. And now to less important things, like killing the guy inside. Merit is already waiting for us and we sprint towards him like a zebra in safari. Now we can proceed with the mission as Merit makes his awesome double kill. We split ways so he can clear the area as I go for the first business card. There are 2 in this chapter and 3 propaganda posters. We make a move on towards the door, but oh no, they are locked. Luckily I can easily hack into the side door mechanism. Now what do we have here? It seems the security finally caught the guy that was stealing the newspaper every morning. Let me try to communicate with one of the guards. Maybe he can tell me more about that man. And here we go. I think every second now he should explain the situation. But wait, what is happening? Oh no, the guy stole his Metropolitan. No wonder he's going mental. I would be too if I couldn't rig 5 ways how to pleasure my man. But jokes aside, what you saw here was a typical day at Aspari Corporation. That's why you should never hire monkeys as security guards. Nah, I kid the monkeys. I love King Louis. Jungle for the win. And here we found a stressed worker. Of course, we have to help him out. At this point I can say a few words about the suicide power. You activate it like hacking, holding down the left bumper. If you can make it really good, you can kill a lot of enemies surrounding your chosen victim. The suicide bar runs on adrenaline, so better than you kill it, the faster you can use it again. Now we just have to go to the next door to our first real shooting practice. And I can show you how suicide works in the field. As he finishes himself, we can easily end the suffering of the leftovers with my always trusty APP3 Pistol. The first one tries to dodge me, but he has no chance, so the second one decides he will try to scare me with running towards me. That doesn't really work, except you are a big zombie guy holding a chainsaw. Now another wave of zombies came in, security guards. And we just shoot them up like always. We make our way over to the next room, where we can already see Garry. He has no idea that he should have listened to his doctor when he said, "Tomorrow, you better stay at home and rest. This fluting can turn into something worse." But no, he wanted to run some tests on the new Dart chip. Well, sucks to be you, I guess. But before we can have a friendly conversation with our good old friend Garry, we have to pick up the second business card. It's located over here, and we just have to make a few simple jumps to get it. Now, of course, I had to fall down because I needed for this video to be longer than it has to be and to invoke the always famous responsive people. Ah, come on, noob! After this annoyance out of the way, we can proceed to meet with Garry to make him a proposition that he really can't refuse. I think I have a few seconds to tell you that the second part of this chapter will be out soon. Actually, it would already be, but I was sick all week and really couldn't work on my videos. But anywho, if we return back to the game, we can see by now that we finally come to Garry. I am using my professional persuading techniques to get the chip. Of course, they are working every time. Now we just have to pull his chip out of his brains and we are done here. Luckily, we don't need to get it out of his ass. That would just be annoying and wrong on so many levels. After his operation, we get a point for our upgrades in the agent info bank. If you look closely, I didn't spend any till now, cause I didn't really care, and actually, I still don't. So I just took the life and armor upgrades. Why I don't care, you ask? Well, my mama always said that even Rambo never cared much for upgrades. Just give him a gun and get the hell out of his way. Now we get through this door into our next shooting practice. The kill counter is rising as we make more bodies into our killing spree. Stop with the killing already! Maybe they have families that are waiting for them at home. Shut up, fool! I have to kill everybody! Maybe I do really have a problem. Well, anyways, we step inside and be prepared for this incoming laser machine gun that we can easily hack into and force it our bidding. It will do anything as we want. That was my evil laugh. Is it good? No? Yes? Whatever. We can now just watch the show and maybe help with destroying a barrel or two on the other side of the room. We can always double check if there are any survivors left in the room with our dart overlay power. We have to be ready for ambushers, like this rogue over here. This poor fella almost forgot about his own funeral. As we proceed into the next room, we suddenly realize that we are not alone. Of course we are not alone, we just killed a bunch of guards, but they didn't realize it till now. That leaves me with no choice but to find another way out. Hey, scientist guy, yeah you, give me your trousers, give it here. Ah, come on, don't lie down, dammit. Well, never mind then, you baby boy. If you're gonna behave like that, I'm gonna take your water pistol. Actually, it's not a water pistol. It's an EMV-56 Gauss gun and comes really handy in times of need. We just lock the targets and shoot away. Well folks, this was the first part of chapter 2. Second part will be finished soon. My name is Surinamo and I hope you liked it. If you did, please subscribe and of course watch me next time. Goodbye.